Yo, what's up, everybody? I know it's been a minute. I got a little time on my hands. I've been in the house for about 2 weeks now, almost going nuts, going crazy. Dealing with this coronavirus. I've been in the house for 2 weeks, like I said, haven't shaved in 2 weeks, as you can see. But y'all not here for none of that. I'm doing all right. I'm still recovering, but I'm here. Y'all here for that story time, man. And I'm here to tell y'all, to let y'all know, man. This story time, it comes from the city I was born and raised in, Savannah, Georgia. So happens, I'm from the east side of Savannah, and I grew up in the projects, Savannah, Georgia, Garden Homes, Blackshed, Hitch Village. That's on the east side. So this day, so happened, I was in Blackshed with some of my homeboys, and we were sitting on the ramp. Excuse me. And a guy from Hitch Village was walking through Blackshed and saw me. Now, what a lot of people don't know is I lived in Hitch Village. At the time, I used to hang in Blackshed, but I lived in Hitch Village with my sister Mika. Shouts out to Mika. What's up, baby? And I lived in Hitch Village, but I hung in Blackshed. And excuse me. For some reason, this guy that I'm talking about today, he never really liked me. Like, we went to Spencer Elementary together. Like, I've known this guy for a very long time. And when this took place, I had to be at least 14, 15 maybe? Somewhere in that area. I think I was 14, 15. And like I said, me and some of my friends, we were hanging on a ramp. A place where we shoot dice and all that type of stuff. And this guy, I'm not gonna name his name because he's actually deceased now. And if he wasn't deceased, I still wouldn't call his name. He's a pretty popular guy from that neighborhood I was telling you guys about. And like I said, excuse me, this happened back when I was 14, 15. So, we're all adults now, and everybody's cool, and everything's gone. That was old. So like I said, get back to the story time. This guy was walking through Blackshed, and we was about me and 5 or 6 of my friends were sitting on a ramp. And when he came through, he saw me, and like I said, it was like 5 or 6 of us out there just chilling on the ramp, sitting down, kicking a bobo, whatever. And he started like whispering into their ears. Like, I knew this guy didn't like me. Why he didn't like me, I don't know, but he started whispering to their ears. He went to like 3 or 4 of my friends and whispered to their ears. And after he got through whispering to all of those guys, excuse me, he excuse me, he pulled out a gun. Now, he pulled out a gun, and when he pulled out his gun, I saw him cock the gun back. Now, remind you, I'm 14, 15 years of age. I'm no gun professional. I'm no profession in weapons, anything like that. I don't even think I owned a weapon at 14, 15. But, like I said, he pulled the gun out, he cocked it, he pointed it at me, and he told me to dance. Now, I've watched lots of movies, and I've seen things like that happen in movies, but I've never seen it actually happen in person, and especially to me. So he pulled the gun out, pointed at me, asked me to dance. Now, one of my good friends, Rev, Tony Washington, he was sitting next to me, and he whispered to me. He told me, "Don't move." Now, like I told you guys before, the guy who pulled the gun out on me and pointed at me, he whispered something in their ears, but I didn't know what he whispered to them. So my friend Tony Washington, shouts out to Tony, man, real. He told me not to move, and in my mind, I wanted to believe him. I wanted to listen to him and not move, but the gun was pointed at me, not him. And like I said, I lived down in Hitch Village, so I knew a lot of the things that took place down there. You know, I saw a lot of the things happen, and I knew what those guys were about. So when he pointed the gun at me and told me to dance, I started dancing. I mean, it's funny now, but back then it wasn't funny at all. Because just think about it. I'm 14 years old, 15 years old, and a guy has a gun pointed at me, and he's telling me to dance or he's gonna shoot me. What would you do? What would you have done? Y'all tell me down in the comments. Let me know, if this was you, what would you have done? Now, after I danced, he eventually put the gun in his pocket and continued on walking. But it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing for me. It was very embarrassing. I was embarrassed, but only if you're in that situation you would know how you would react in that situation. Like a lot of people always say, well, if I was in that situation, I would have done this. If you got a gun pointed at you and someone's telling you to do something, there's a saying that ought to get your mind right. Well, that day, that I did get my mind right, because when he told me to dance, I danced. And of course, you know, I was ridiculed afterwards for days, but I'd rather dance and get ridiculed than not dance and possibly get shot at 14 years old. So y'all tell me, y'all like, subscribe, and check the video out, man, and y'all let me know what y'all would have done in that situation down in the comments, man. Thank y'all for checking me out. I appreciate it. Hey, you know, I had to come back one time because I had to add some extra stuff into it, because I know a lot of people probably look at my videos and be like, man, you always talking about, you know, somebody pulled a gun out on you, you got robbed, this happened. Listen, when I was coming up, the east side was like a sprained ankle, man. It wasn't nothing to play with, man. You understand me? I knew a lot of people, like I told you, like I said before in other videos, man. I lived in every project in some point in my life. You know, I stayed on Waters Ave, you know, 41st Street, 38th and Bull, like from east to west. Like, I stayed in so many different places, man. I knew so many different people and came across so many different people. So, like, I've seen so much in my time, you know, and a lot of things that I've been through and I've seen, a lot of people couldn't deal with a lot of the stuff that I've seen and dealt with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just still here to tell a story, you know, and I'm just trying to open you guys' eyes up, if you will, to a lot of the things that take place that a lot of people don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen so much in my time, my 41 years. I've seen so much and been through so much that it is almost unbelievable at times. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to come back and say that, man, because a lot of people might look at my stories and look at my videos and, you know, think, dang, well, you know, everybody used to do this. Listen, coming up on that east side of Savannah, Georgia, man. There's a lot of people that I've known that's dead. A lot of people that I've known that's in jail. You know, I went to school with killers. You know, people that are certified killers. And I'm not bragging about this at all. I'm not bragging or boasting, but I'm just saying that, you know, I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. And I'm still this open-minded person to this day. I'm still, you know, a nice guy to an extent. So, you know, I don't know, you growing up, you kind of a product of your environment. I mean, you don't have to be, but you pick up some things. And I was lucky to have made it out and have been able to deal with success in my life. And I just hadn't forgotten where I came from. That's all. So, thank y'all again. I appreciate y'all.